Hello all. Today's video was originally going to be an account update for Rob. However, there was something so funny that released today on the Honkai Star Rail leak Reddit that I simply felt like I had to make a video about it to justify my last video I made about them rerunning so-called best in slot characters for whatever they do 2 patches before they get pretty much power crept by a new character, right? So in last video I mentioned how Huo was 2 patches before Hyacine, who is now confirmed Wind as well, by the way. Yun Li 2 patches before the new physical destruction Phanon, Silverwolf 2 patches before Noxa, who implants weakness, and I believe Jade. Yeah, Jade was reran as a best in slot for Herda, but in reality she will be replaced by a Noxa again within 2 patches. And I even put in my comments, watch them rerun Aventurine or Fu Xuan in 3.2 before the Danhong Preservation unit in 3.4 releases. Well, we now have leaks from Shiroha about the 3.2 reruns, and the 2 reruns that they posted about were Ratio and Aventurine. So once again, my theory is proven correct if this ends up being true. Aventurine, the best preservation in the game, is rerunning 2 patches before the new preservation releases, right? Now, you might think, right, you might be fooled into thinking, hey, what about Ratio? Ratio doesn't apply to this. Well, there's actually a good chance he does, and I'll be explaining why. Originally, Cypher's leaks had her as a Nihility. However, over time, leakers have been saying that there's actually a really good chance Cypher ends up being a Hunt character. And ironically, Phanon, who was before basically confirmed to be in 3.4, is now moving between 3.3 and 3.4, meaning 3.3, if it were to be Hyacine plus Phanon, and 3.4, if it were to be Cypher plus the new Danhong Preservation, once again, it would be 2 patches before the new best in slot Hunt drop. Now you might say, oh, but isn't Fei Xiao the best in slot Hunt character in the game? Well, there's an issue for Hoyo here, right? Hoyo has never reran a character within only 2 patches. It's always been at minimum 3 patches or longer, and Fei Xiao just now reran in 3.0, and 3.2 would be 2 patches later. So they go with the second best option, which is Ratio, and then Ratio within 2 patches gets replaced by Cypher. You cannot make this shit up. It is absolutely hilarious that I called this out. Now, another thing I want to mention is there is another leak that we will be getting a triple rerun banner on possibly the first phase with Castris, and then just 1 normal rerun on the second side with a Noxa. Now, what I think could happen here is obviously Sunday, right? If they actually go through with a triple rerun banner on Castris's banner, in all likelihood, Sunday will probably be in there somehow, right? So keep that in mind. We most likely are getting Aventurine and Ratio in 3.2 according to Shiroha. And one last thing I wanted to mention real quick for this video that doesn't really have anything to do with the reruns is the fake collab characters. And I want you guys to take this with a grain of salt because it isn't completely reliable and we are a little far off from 3.5, right? That is when the fake collab should happen. So take this with a grain of salt. Artoria Pendragon will be a 5-star character. However, Archer White Hair Emiya, not Shiro, will likely be a 4-star instead of a 5-star. So do with that information what you will. I'm not that huge of a Fate fan, so this doesn't affect me all that much. However, for some of you all, this could be pretty detrimental if you wanted to pull for Archer. So that's all I have to say for this video. Hope you all have a good day. Hope you have a good night. Peace.